Midas. Midas's eyes shone. He said,
I would like everything I touch to become gold. Oh, would you?
said Dionysus with a little smile.
All right, if it is your wish, so it shall be. Perhaps you could have made a better choice.
Midas started back home delighted. He was going to be the wealthiest king in the world. He wanted to check his new gift immediately. He touched some grass, and indeed, the grass immediately became golden. The same thing happened with a handful of earth, an ear of corn, overjoyed, Midas wanted to celebrate as soon as he got back to his palace.
Let's have a feast,
He said. He settled at the table and took a piece of bread. But the bread immediately turned into a gold bar. The same thing happened with meat. Even wine, when he wanted to drink it, became liquid gold. Midas called his servants.
Hey, come here. Take the food for me and bring it to my mouth.
He said. But it was useless. As soon as the food touched his lips, it turned into gold. Midas realized the horror of his situation. He was going to die with hunger and thirst. He panicked. He saddled his horse and galloped like a madman to Dionysus's house. On his way, he realized that his horse's bridle was becoming golden in his hand. He fell on his knees in front of Dionysus.
Please, Dionysus. I've been stupid. Erase that horrible vow, please. Then go and bathe in the river Pactolus,
said Dionysus. Midas did so, and ever since then, on the river bank, there is golden sand. Hereafter, Midas wouldn't hear of gold or riches anymore. He would spend most of his time in the forest, listening to Pan, the spirit of nature, playing his flute. Pan was very flattered by his interest. Little by little, he believed he had talent. He even came to think he was more talented than Apollo, the god of music and poetry. Until one day, the two gods quarreled.
I'm the best musician. Nonsense. I am. You're not. I can play better than you.
Pah!
All you sing are common little songs. I create poetry.
They wouldn't stop arguing. Eventually, they organized a contest. Tmolos, the spirit of the mountains, would be their judge and would tell which one was the best. Molas listened to both of them and said,
Apollo wins.
That was when Midas interfered.
How's that? Apollo is not the best musician. Pan is. I prefer Pan. Would you say I can't tell a good musician when I hear one?
This irritated Apollo a lot.
I think you deserve a lesson, Midas,
He said, and he went to the king, pulled his ears.
There you are.
He said a little bit later.
Now you have the ears you deserve.
Midas felt his ears. They were long and covered in soft fur. He had ass's ears.
Shame! Oh no! Oh, shame!
He thought. Terrified that someone might see him, Midas hurried back to his palace. He covered his head with a tiara so that nobody could see his ears. But his hair grew. One day it had grown so long he had no choice. He must call a barber. In front of the barber, again he had no choice. He must take his tiara off. The barber saw the ass's ears,
Now you watch it!
said Midas, before the barber could say anything.
If ever you mention what you just saw, I will have you killed!
The barber trembled and promised he would never tell Midas's secret. But it was a terrible secret. The barber couldn't stand it anymore. He had to tell. So he went to the riverbank. He dug a hole, leant towards it, and murmured, King Midas has ass's ears. Then he covered the hole swiftly and ran away. A few months later, the reeds have grown around the place where the barber buried his secret. And when the wind blows, a soft little rhyme can be heard. King Midas has ass's ears, King Midas has ass's ears, King Midas has ass's ears, King Midas has ass's ears.